president spoke when he was in Havana in a broadcast that was that the regime let out in very profound terms. The president made an intense defense of democracy, human dignity, the necessity of empowering the Cuban people so they can build a better life for all of the people in Cuba, and for that matter, to mend with the Cuban diaspora that lives in Miami. But again, very stout defense of democracy, and this voice being heard throughout the island of Cuba. Tell us a little bit about the reaction of the Cuban people. Did this build hope in the Cuban people in a way that you think will be a meaningful, have a meaningful corrosive effect on the ability of the regime to keep things under control?
To be honest, in my case, I was expecting more. But this is my case. I am involved in the political process, and I am part of that process. My colleagues that are also involved, we expect that the president will be talking clearly about the opposition movement, about the repression that we are suffering. But at the same time, we understand that the speech was a good speech for most of the Cubans. They got the message. They saw for the first time, almost 60 years after, to see a president from a democratic country talking about democracy, talking about freedom, and people receive in a really good way this message. I think that part of the visit was important, and I think that for sure is going to have an impact in the Cuban society. Even though we are expecting more actions, we are expecting more action because we are facing a really repressive situation right now. The regime is behaving more violent every day, especially against women. They decide to beat everybody that try to speak out, to say what they think. And honestly, we need more engagement from the international community in the issues of democracy and promotion of human rights.